Alright guys, time to hit the gym. I've got some pretty good carbs in my belly per se because it was my other sister's birthday this week, so went over to get for her birthday dinner, then got ready for the gym and left. I was gonna go to the gym before, but guys, I slept in really fucking long today. I'm trying to think what time. I slept in until like 2 or 3 o'clock, like dead ass. It was crazy. Let me focus the camera a little more on me. There we go. Yeah, I slept in really long. But also at the same time, I woke up at like 8. Not an anabolic entry, but an anabolic midway. Yeah, I stayed up until like, well, I didn't stay up. I woke up at like 8 and watched TikTok for like 2 hours and then fell back asleep. So, a somewhat anabolic entry. Also, right now, I'm feeling very warm in my truck. That's not very cool, so I'm going to turn up the AC a little bit, and hopefully it's not all too loud. But also, Peak Fitness should be fairly quiet considering the fair derby is tonight. So there probably is going to be not many people at Peak Fitness. I've also got an hour and a half to crank out this lift if Dylan's working 2 hours. So, yeah. Peak closes at 9, but I should have plenty of time to get it done, you know. But today's shoulders and arms, so we'll do our shoulder press, and then I think it's like the Arnold press, some lateral raises, and then like 4 sets of cable curl, a few sets of hammer curls, a few sets of tricep push downs, a few sets of kickbacks. So overall, it should be a good lift. Get some posing in. And if I have time afterwards, I'm going to go to Safeway and get some groceries. But I don't know if I'll make Safeway before they close or not. So we're going to see on that. But I do hope so, you know. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Hopefully we can make Safeway. If not, it's not a big deal. I'll just do it tomorrow. But I kind of just wanted to try and maybe knock it out today. But they close at like 10. So I don't know that that's going to happen. Actually, yeah, that probably will happen. If they close at 10, we'll definitely make it. It's 7:30. Probably get done with my lift around 9-ish. Holy shit, there's no one at Peak Fitness. Did it close early? Nope, there's a car here. It didn't close early. There's just fucking nobody here. Cool. I hope it didn't close early. Maybe it fucking did. I see a car here. So I'm getting the vibe that it did not close early. But we's about to find out because I have no idea whose fucking car that is. I still see lights. Peak Fitness is most for surely open. Or maybe it's not. I'm getting worried. But it looks open to me. So we're going to go try the door. Hopefully it's open. If not, we're fucked. Be there in a sec. Okay, so last time we did this, I didn't even realize that we had bumped so much in weight. I thought I had only went up like 5 pounds, but on accident I went 10, and it actually went surprisingly well. I think we had gotten 12 on our first set. So let's see if using that same weight this week, we can either beat it or be the same. I won't lie, I don't feel like super strong today. I feel like a little lethargic, but also usually I gotta hit like a set, and after my first set, I'm like, okay, boom, we're golden. Now I can push myself. It's fucking hard the rest of this workout. I don't know, usually like during my warm-up sets, I'm like a little like slow and not super ready yet. And then as soon as I unrack the weight for that first set, I'm all fucking in and I'm ready to go. So I'm just gonna kinda, I don't know. I have a habit on SoundCloud where I like 8 songs and I like them all and I repeat them, and then like the 2 oldest songs I won't really like anymore, and then I'll just be repeating like 6 songs, and then eventually I'm down to 1 song that I like and I'm listening to it over and over again, and then I'll just go to my weekly wave or whatever. I usually listen to my weekly wave every week and find like a song or 2 off of it that I really thrift with, but sometimes I get fucked and I'm just out of songs, and then I'm kind of trying to circle back to old songs, and like I'll just throw my playlist I got on shuffle and find a few old songs I like. But some of the old songs now, when I listen to them, I'm like, this shit's really corny. But some of them, I'm like, this shit's really corny, but it's really fucking good. But anyways, I think today we are going to listen to Time to Earn the Mask, Can't Stop, Deftones, Gauze remix, produced by VXCM. If you can see that. Oh, this is light. Fuck. That landed right on my camera. Hopefully that did not fuck up anything. Uh-oh. Okay, we're still good. Camera still looks good. I just totally forgot about that. I seen it kind of recoil off of like the plate, maybe hitting it a little. But this shot isn't going to be the greatest. It's going to unfocus and focus again. But it won't be too bad. That counts as a rep though. I'm fucking counting that. We play music. One more. Come on. For what I'm pretty sure, I think that was 13. I was at like 11 or 12 plus the one original rep, so one rep up from last week. I'm gonna take that. I think I'm supposed to be around 10 to 12 reps, so I'll still probably stick at this weight next week, or maybe I'll add 5 pounds and see how I can ride with that. But you know, I'm not really too sure. It just depends how I feel next week and everything. But 3 more sets here. That first set was great. I was really scared. I deleted my fucking camera. I was scared for a sec. My camera was done for, because like the plate like landed on it, and I guess with my like right where I touch my chest is probably where the plate like almost barely hit the lens, and I don't think it fully hit the lens. I think it kind of just hit the outer side of the lens and made it kind of rotate to the side. So good thing it didn't fall, didn't crack the lens, didn't bend my lens, nothing along those lines. We got away with the best case scenario, which obviously I'm grateful for. So 3 more sets. Let's try and stick around that same rep range and keep pushing. One more. Oh, okay. That was 12. After the 11th rep, I was like, fuck. Might be the same as last week, but we were surprisingly able to sneak by. Now, I feel like you start to get to like some movements I can make my sets actually like be consistent. Like I could go like 12, 12, 12, and maybe drop a rep. But I feel like there's just certain movements where it's like every set you're going to be either going down 2 reps or 1 rep. And it also really just depends, I feel, how heavy you're going. Like incline dumbbell or like a shoulder press or an incline Smith, any sort of like pressing movement, it's really hard to stick with consistent reps. I don't know why, it just is. I think it's just because it's a heavier movement, a more taxing movement, smaller muscle. Because like when I do like a back movement, right, if I'm doing lat pull downs, I could stay like relatively like 12, 12, 12, 11. 12, 12, 11, 12, 12, or 12, 11, 11, or 12, 11, 11. Yeah, Anyways, when I do something like this though, it's like I can match a set, but it's super rare. If I'm not matching, I'm usually able to keep a drop by only one, or at least that's always my goal is, okay, I'm probably gonna drop reps here, but let's keep it at just dropping one rep instead of dropping 2 or 3. If you're dropping 2 or 3 reps, then I don't know, maybe take a little bit of a longer rest, or maybe that tells you, okay, maybe my reps aren't that great here. And I kind of cheated my first set a little bit, used a little bit of ego, was kind of pushing more with my feet. Like, if I wanted to, I could throw a 25 on this and not touch my chest and not have a slow negative and just fucking bounce. Or I could be, driving with my legs trying to get it up. But like, I use a little bit of leg drive, but I keep it to very minimum. I'm like I kind of like initiate my glutes to help push up. I'm not like climbing up the seat trying to press it. And my negative is fairly good. I think I have a pretty good negative. I don't think my negative's like as crazy it used to be. I think I've kind of gotten more to a point where I'm like, okay, negative is important. I still include the negative obviously during my workouts, but I'm not like so anal about a negative. Like, I'm not like, it's gotta be 3 seconds or longer. I'm just like, just fucking do a negative, It doesn't gotta be nothing crazy. Just do your negative and make sure it's a real good negative. Like, it doesn't gotta be like super duper crazy. Like, you're like fucking, if it's not a 5-second long negative, it was a fucking waste of my set. Like, obviously a lot of the shit on the internet you see is satire. Like, the people being like, 0 RIR, or they're doing like Keenan flaps. Now, obviously, I think some of those people are serious about it, but I think a lot of it is just jokes, or people be like not controlling the eccentric and the big 25 because there's absolutely no studies. Like, okay, I mean, I think controlling the negative is kind of important because that's where it's like turning on your muscle. Like, if you just do lateral raise like this and then you just like draw, it's like, what's the fucking point? Like, I don't know, they do all these fancy setups and they do like, they're doing like, they'll be like on a machine, like sitting on an incline bench like me doing their cable lateral raises with like a TNF wrist cuff, and they're like doing the lateral raises and then they just drop it. Lateral raise, drop. And it's like, what's the fucking point? They're using some heavy weight and barely doing it, barely able to get it up. It's like, halfway and they drop, halfway and they drop. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, that shit does piss me off though. But we've been yapping pretty long, so I'm just gonna press play on my music and hit another set. And I'm hoping for 11. We'll try and push to 12, but let's shoot for 11. 12 is like if I'm able to touch the stars with the tip of my fingers, raise them. You know what I mean? 11's if like I can almost fly out of the atmosphere. So let's just tuck back on our baseball cap. Looking like Tiger Woods, the white version. I barely flew out of the atmosphere. Oh well. It's weird. I don't know why. But on shoulder press, I feel like a lot of movements you might be like, oh, this is heavy. Let's say you're getting like 10 to 12 reps. You get to like rep 8 and you're like, oh, fuck. On these, I get to like rep 5 and I'm like, I might be done. Like, what the fuck? But it's just like being able to continue pushing yourself forward. Also, weird, random note, I shampooed and conditioned my hair today. And I got like a new hair wash. I always use native, but the new stuff I got is like coconut or something. And every time I get off my baseball cap, I'm like, and I can smell the coconut. It smells nice, and my cap smells like it too, so I'm not complaining. that I smell magnificent. But let's do one more set. See if we can get 11 again. If not, I'm happy with 10. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna keep the wrist straps over here since I got 3 sets of Arnold press now, which, you know, is what it is. But fuck, I'm gonna throw up the weights here. Gonna see what dumbbells I used last week on Arnold press. Grab those, just toss them up, do like 2 or 3 reps, just to kind of see how it feels. See if I need to move up weight or if I'm perfectly set. We'll hit 3 sets there. And I think it's 3 sets cable lateral raises, 4 sets cable curls, 3 sets hammer curl, 4 sets tricep push down, 3 sets tricep kickbacks. So we're in for a pretty good day. I'm wearing a stringer. Maybe if I'm feeling sexy, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Obi-Wan was right. Oh, fuck. What was I gonna say? We're the same as last time, which I'm fine with. And I think our range of motion and the smoothness of the reps was way better than last time. On those Arnold press, I don't really like to fully rotate my hands because it just doesn't feel great. I just kind of come more to like a neutral grip and it actually feels really good. Then back up. Neutral grip down here feels really good on my front delts. Back up. I mean, this feels good too, but just whatever my coach says I do. So I'm going to keep listening. Well, almost 12, but fell short at 11. Now, I don't know why, but during my set, I was just kind of thinking, I was like, fuck, can you imagine, like, going to the gym and not being able to listen to music? Like, I mean, I guess maybe it was kind of anabolic. Like, during, like, the Arnold era, or the 2000s era, we kind of just had, like, speakers in the gym playing, like, Metallica and shit, which I guess probably would be pretty anabolic, but it's nice now we got like TikTok edits and shit to listen to. I think it's pretty awesome, but one more set here and I'm already pretty cooked. These can go up, and the wrist straps can come out now. There wasn't really a cable available, so I'm just going to do dumbbell lateral raises for 3 sets. I'm going to do them seated. Haven't done them seated in a while. Maybe help me control it a little more. See where we land. Okay. Was that 13, I think. So let's hit 2 more sets, see where we land. Then we'll do some cable curls. And if cable isn't open immediately, I'll just start out with my hammer curls. Not the end of the world. I was lonely at the gym. Now there's like 4 other people here, which is all good. I don't mind the company, okay? It felt a little weird here being the only person in the area, but it also felt awesome because everything was available. But when there's not many people here, that means people will use like 3 or 4 machines at once, which almost makes it harder to get a lift in. Did the NFL preseason start? Or is this just an old game? If it's a new game, Bo Nix is fucking doing great. If it's an old game, Bo Nix is fucking doing great. Nonetheless, here's here to save Broncos country. Okay. I'm gonna go to the. I'm trying to think what I want to do. I don't think there's any cables available, so I'm just trying to think right now. I guess. Well, I'm trying to think what I usually do for. Well, let me just grab my phone because we're probably gonna have to start out with dumbbell hammer curls. So let's see what I would usually do for a hammer curl. Usually I do 25 pounds. So we're just gonna do 25 pounds seated for all 3 sets. Last time we started off with 30 pounds for the first set, but only got 11 reps. And then we went to 13 reps with 25. So we'll keep 13 in mind, see if we can beat that, which I bet we can. And we're just gonna go seated. I think it's the route. That was a good 2 reps more. That felt great. We're gonna do 2 more sets, and then, oh, now cables are open, so then we'll hop to cable curls, unless they get taken in that time. If that's the case, I'll probably just substitute it for like the preacher curl machine. That's a good substitute, you know? And we'll figure things out, just go on the fly. And we have got 30 minutes left. We're on schedule. Oh, fuck. You know, just listening to Dorian Yates at it during that. And sometimes, don't you wish you kind of had like a cool, like British or like, you know, Scottish accent or something? I feel like they just sound cool. Like, imagine talking like this all the time. That'd be fucking cool. Instead, I just sound like a normal white guy, which is not that cool, you know? But one more set here, and I'm almost contemplating maybe I'll do tricep pushdowns next, and then cable curls, and then kickbacks, and I'll have like a banger ass arm pump when I'm done. Ooh, got a great bicep pump going, if that looks any good. I think it looks pretty good, but we're also not great lighting. But I'm going to throw up these dumbbells, and I think I'm going to do some tricep pushdowns first, and I won't be needing these anymore.
The audio and visual stimulation they provide. They're just one of those follows, no matter who you are. They say, wow, they really are the best of the best.
I think I should have pinned like a 2.5 pound plate or a 5 pound plate to that, but oh well. Can stick here for 2 more sets. That was 15, so next week I'll for sure remember to put on a 2.5 or a 5. Try and progress things a little, but 2 more sets here. I'm only gonna do 3 sets here. 3 sets cable curls, probably with the same attachment. 3 sets kickbacks, because I don't want to make Dylan stay too late, and got about 20 minutes to finish things up here, so yeah. Okay, 1 more set here, and then we can drop it and do those cable curls. And I'm feeling very pumped up. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like my arms have exploded recently. Okay, let's just drop this. We're gonna scope real quick, see what exactly weight we used last time. Oh shoot, that is not what I meant to do. Okay, let's see here. We did 90 pounds for 16 reps. Is that right? 90 for 16, 16, 15, 14. So let's go 100 pounds here. And then for our tricep kickbacks, we did 20 pounds. So we're just going to do our curls. After a set of curls, take off this attachment, lift it up, do kickbacks on both arms for 20 pounds and 100 pounds for the curls. And we will be well freaking set. So let's fucking get it. Let's push ourselves. And let's keep this anabolic fucking pump going, because this pump feels orgasmic, you could say.
I was filling in for the Dan Patrick show. 4 shows for DG this week. 86 yes, D. Dan Patrick. 442 from Sports Center on Fox Sports Radio.
Oh, fuck. Okay. 2 more sets of each, and this is the most religious arm pump I've ever had in my life. This is fucking great. Oh, good set. One more. Come on. Oh, fuck. I thought we had decided not to fall in love. I'm just gonna flip this towards the mirror and let's do a little posing. Is Safeway open till 10, Dylan?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Especially your freaky. You can really see that those watch pop.
Fuck. Clench my asshole. Okay. I'm gonna head to Safeway and get some groceries. Ugh. Whew. What a good workout, guys. Now I'm gonna go to Safeway and I'm feeling so confident. Now I'm gonna wear my tank top because I don't give a fuck. But yeah, really good workout. I'm really happy with how everything went. Now I'm gonna go get me some groceries. I'm gonna shop at my tank top and I'm gonna look like the rest of the, you know, I don't mean any disrespect, but there's a certain thing about, my town doesn't have a Walmart. It just has Safeway and like a hometown grocery store, which I don't really ever go shop there. I can't even remember the last time I've been in that store. Safeway's just closer to like my house, so I go to Safeway, even though it'd be like 2 minutes to drive to the Douglas grocery. But anyways, it's like, you know, you go to like a Walmart anytime after like 6 o'clock, you're probably gonna see some pretty questionable things, some pretty questionable people, some interesting, you know, you might be like, is this person real? You know what I'm saying, guys? And that's kind of how Safeway is if you go after like 6 o'clock at night. Because, you know, my town has like a lot of normal people, a lot of really good people, but there's also like the questionable people, like people that travel into town with like the oil field and stuff. And, you know, obviously I work in the oil field too, but I wouldn't necessarily classify myself in the same species as some of the other oil field personas I see. Definitely very, very interesting, but I am at Safeway. That was an amazing lift. I am hungry. I am going to get some food. I'm actually not going to go in just my tank top because I feel like that's a little bit too corny for my likings. But I'm going to get all my groceries. I'm going to unload them at my house. I'm going to record my the last chapter of the Batman comic. And then I'm going to start editing I'll edit both my videos, get to bed, sleep in tomorrow, go to the gym tomorrow, do some meal prepping, and have a great day overall. So I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching.